Some TV shows have a quirk to them. Some TV shows just have identities. Curb's identity is to follow the day-to-day life of Larry David and his comrades. However, its quirk is that after what seems like something good happens, something miserable then follows that happens to Larry. A big misunderstanding that results in him getting the short end of the stick, thus his enthusiasm getting curbed. From episode to episode, the situation severity can vary. So we are setting out on a mission today to find the episode where Larry's stick is evenly split and his enthusiasm isn't curbed. Thus, the most enthusiastic episode of Curb. There's no clear way or guide on how to select the most enthusiastic episode, so I've decided to select these episodes based on my memory of watching them and some IMDb synopsis. Anyway, I've got the list down to these 9 episodes. Well, it was 11, but 9 looks a lot better in the format that I'm using, so I dumped 2 and here we are. 9 is a lot of episodes to pick from, so let's narrow it down and explain why it isn't some of these. And let's start with Season 2, Episode 5, The Thong. It's a funny situation where Larry sees his therapist in a thong and then has to make up an excuse to leave him.
I think I'm all better. Really?
Nothing really bad happens to him in the episode except for when he gets punched at the end of the episode. Punch didn't really have anything to do with the story of the episode, but Larry still got punched, so he's not very enthusiastic about this. So this episode is going to be eliminated.
No.
The rest of the episodes from here on out have Larry starting the episode and ending the episode on pretty much the same level. The first of these is Season 3, Episode 8, Crazy Eyes Killer.
Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah. You know the best pussy is to eat? Asian pussy.
This guy, Crazy Eyes, confides in him that he cheats on Wanda, one of Larry's friends. Not really, though. Larry tells Cheryl, but he doesn't want Cheryl to tell Wanda that it was him, or else Crazy Eyes could do something crazy. And we don't want that. That would be crazy.
You know what he's gonna do? Have you ever heard his lyrics?
Wanda finds out from somebody else that he was cheating, and Larry doesn't want Crazy to think that it was him who told Wanda. But that doesn't really matter because Crazy thought that it was him anyways, and he takes his jacket back.
Get my jacket. Get my motherfucking jacket.
Crazy eyes.
How you gonna throw the jacket at me, motherfucker?
Larry needed his jacket for a scene he was gonna film, but Crazy takes it back, so Larry loses his jacket. But he got the jacket from Crazy Eyes, so he started without the jacket and is ending the episode without the jacket.
How you gonna throw the jacket at me?
So we're making progress here, but it's not good enough.
No.
The next episode is the start of a batch where bad things happen to people in the episode. They just don't happen to Larry. The first of these episodes, and the most severe one, is Season 8, Episode 2, The Safe House. Larry did get a bruise on his face because he fell over, but the main harm comes to the other people. Like this guy loses his laptop, Richard gets his arm squished, and this man gets arrested for something that this man did. But Larry's fine. I'm knocking out this episode because while Larry's fine, the people around him are not, and the show is not titled Larry's Enthusiasm Gets Curbed, it's just Curb. So yeah, this episode's gone.
No.
And so is Season 1, Episode 10, The Group.
Hello. I had sex with my uncle.
Larry, once again, isn't really affected this episode. He runs into this woman he used to date, and she wants him to go to this group therapy session for incest survivors.
What would I do there?
While there, this woman, Wendy, has a whole rap sheet of incidents. She goes on for 2 minutes just describing things that happened. Larry, being in the group, had to make up a story about his uncle.
I had sex with my uncle.
Meanwhile, Cheryl got this role for this play, and Wendy just happens to be the director. So when she walks into the dressing room before the show and sees Larry there with his uncle, she goes apeshit because she thinks this is the same uncle that raped Larry when he was 12. This is a little bit better than The Safe House because instead of multiple people having bad things happen to them, the play just gets a little messed up because the director verbally assaulted somebody. It's still eliminated though.
No.
Let's move on to the next episode, which is Season 1, Episode 6, The Wire. Cheryl wants to bury this wire in her backyard. Larry has a little mishap with Julia Louis-Dreyfus because he leaves his notebook, or he thinks he left his notebook at their house.
Definitely not.
Okay. You know, sometimes.
Those are napkins.
We'll look carefully.
Those are the
tomorrow, Larry.
placemats. And those are more placemats.
Okay, you know.
Oh,
Larry,
come
look,
on,
this is
Larry,
my
what
stuff.
the
You don't
hell
need
are
to
you
go
doing?
through
Get
Bobby,
back.
did you find a little brown pad? It has a little black
And yeah,
tinting on
the
it.
wire was never buried in the end. So, I mean, we're pretty much in an episode where we started. Cheryl's a little bit annoyed that the wire couldn't be buried, but it is what it is. It's not Larry's fault. No. Now, with the 4th place selection, we are officially moving into the territory where nobody is being harmed throughout the making of these episodes. Everybody involved in the episode pretty much comes out equal or better to when they started. And the first of these episodes is season 2, episode 1, the car salesman, where Larry becomes a car salesman for like 2 days and he sucks at it.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm really not interested in buying today, okay?
What?
And gets fired. But he doesn't really care because the job was beneath him anyways. He also buys this new house, which makes this weird noise. But anyways, yeah, this is a good example of an episode where nothing bad happens, but nothing good happens anyway. So it's in contention, but it is unfortunately not our winner. Obviously, we have 3 more episodes to go.
Please buy one.
Now in 3rd place is kind of an honorable mention, which is side sitting.
Now
And
wind up on that
personally,
right breast.
I think that Larry actually comes out better than when he started in this episode because he got a date with this woman.
And perhaps a little squeeze. That'd be the worst thing in the world.
In this part of the show, Larry and Cheryl are separated, so going on a date is good for Larry. But I don't think that it's fair to put this episode in serious contention because the events that happen in this episode are very contingent on things that happen in prior episodes and episodes after it. It's kind of just like a string of this sexual
harassment
case that Larry has to deal with. But with that, it's time to move on to the final round. And which one is it gonna be? It's Shaq. Shaq comes up in 2nd place.
Oh my God.
Shaq is in contention because a lot of good things happen to Larry in this episode. But he also trips Shaq, which is not a good thing. Larry was not able to enjoy the Lakers tickets that he was gifted because he gets booed out of the arena. But there's also many good things that happen to Larry in this episode. Like he gets asked to write this recommendation letter for his friend, and his friend decides he doesn't want Larry to write it anymore. Cheryl's parents are also visiting during this episode, and they decide to leave early, so now Larry has the house to himself. He also avoids getting splashed on by this car, which is something that would normally happen. Oh, never mind. But he makes things right with Shaq, too, so now he's cool with Shaq.
You pop in the contest, I'll let bygones be bygones. And I forgot that you tripped me.
That's 4 good things that happened to him in this episode, but unfortunately, he still had a couple minutes there where people were not on his side.
What the fuck? What the fuck? They took away my tickets. The Lakers took away my tickets. Yeah. They can't do that. Sure they can. It's on the back of the ticket. I'm responsible for whoever sits in my seat. What were you stretching for? What reason? You're in the first row.
The episode ends pretty much equal to where it started, except Larry has to do dry cleaning now.
No.
And are you ready? Because our winner is...
Opening night.
Opening night.
It's opening night.
So with this, I have concluded the most enthusiastic episode of Curb is Season 4, Closer, Episode 10, Opening Night.
What a bomb!
In this episode, Larry David and David Schwimmer, they perform a show on Broadway. Larry is also allowed to cheat on his wife as a 25th anniversary present, and he has 2 opportunities to do so in this episode. The first is with his fellatio teacher, but he blows that by eating way too much spicy food.
What are you doing?
But it's okay because his co-star wants him to. But he personally chooses not to smash because of her political opinions.
You're a Republican?
So no harm done to Larry there. He could have hit if he wanted to, but he didn't. It was his decision. Larry also has a few mishaps with the bellhops and this repair guy during the episode.
Goodbye.
Because he doesn't have any ones to tip them. But it's all fine in the end because he just ends up giving them a ticket to come see him at the show, which he got for free. So that's resolved too. The last little mishap that happens in this episode is when David Schwimmer loses his watch, and then Larry claims he found it, But then Larry loses the watch. But then he finds another repair guy right before the show and has to fight him to get it off. And then, he gives his watch back to Schwimmer, and it's all good. It's all fine. He gets his watch back in the end. No harm done there either.
What was I saying?
You were saying that under the right circumstances...
They're doing the show, and then, oh no! Larry forgets his line.
You were saying...
But he plays it off by doing a little stand-up bit, which the crowd finds very funny, and they come back, and Larry remembers his line, and finishes the show, and the episode ends with Larry getting an encore for his performance. Larry was rather nervous throughout the beginning of this episode. He didn't think he could perform on the stage, and he ended up doing amazing. He ended up saving the show, even though he's the one who caused it to stop. He ends it on a higher note than when he started the episode. All of Larry's little problems were solved. Larry is happy. And so am I.